Here's Jack. Here's Jack. Here's Jack. Here's Jack. Here's Jack.
That's right. Here's Jack is what the song says, and I am pleased, honored, and annoyed to bring you the Viceroy of the Vagabonds, Jack Henke. Jack Henke, who is clearly currently a political prisoner. What? Oh, and there's the guard.
You gotta give Blackie his whipped cream.
Yes, you're a little late for doing that, but that's
right.
fine.
Start the theme. Let's go.
I just ran the theme, you schmo.
Schmo?
You insufferable Yahoo.
How can that be? That's just not true.
I have played the intro. I have played the theme. I got nothing left.
How's
I did
everybody?
it all.
How's Pops?
You know, this procedure went really well, I would
Good.
say. It was interesting because prior to the procedure, his blood pressure was kind of, not where you wanted it to be.
Yeah.
And they went and they did this, 15-minute, very quick, he was still under anesthesia, but it was a very quick procedure. He came back, they checked his blood pressure. It was like perfect. I'm like, okay, mission accomplished.
No kidding. Why didn't they do this the first time?
Well, you gotta,
Blood pressure. I know.
It's
I'm
not.
kidding.
It's
Good.
just a matter of like balancing out the upper and lower chambers of the heart. See, that's why this procedure would work for you, because medical science continues to look for yours.
That's just not true. I have a big heart.
Yes, you're nothing but.
That's right.
Unfortunately, yes.
Well, how's your mom? That's a big question.
On the right path too, I would say. Yeah,
Good.
I think COVID is her COVID is controlled, and that's what you want. So
Well, yeah, that's what you want, and she's worked up over your dad. So
yeah, well, exactly right. Presumably, if I'm to believe the press releases, Howard could be back home as soon as Monday or Tuesday of next week.
Really?
Yeah. So that would be phenomenal. And got to get some in-home care stuff,
I was going to say, are you ready for that?
Well, I think so. I think actually he's certainly in the type of rehab that he was doing. He's in the place as far as they could take him there at Alexi, and I think that's as far as it's going to go. So,
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. It's not bad news. I'll take that.
No kidding.
So
I got really good news for you.
Oh, yeah? Oh, I guess I should put the real you. We're done talking to this fake guy. Here we go.
Jack Henke in stereo.
That is, yeah. Oh, shoot. Okay, wait a minute. There we go. I was quick on the trigger.
There you go.
Yeah, much better. It's too much stereo. You actually imploded the universe. Thanks a lot.
It's weird. We've been watching, I'm sure you've watched Stranger Things.
Oh, yes. I'm all caught up.
Well, I'm not at all. We're just in maybe the second season. I'm not sure.
Anyway. Third season. Whoa.
My son said the third season was gorier.
Yes.
But he liked the other seasons better.
Oh, interesting. Well, I mean, they did a fourth then.
Yes.
Yeah.
That isn't out yet, is it?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. They have four total. And yeah,
the fifth they're shooting now. Then
they're
working on something
now. Yeah. You might be thinking of the fourth being gory. That was the gory-est, I would say.
Really?
Yeah. Third was like oh my God, that was a great season. I was some of the best. It felt like like an 8 or 12-hour movie or whatever. I mean, it was so cohesive. It was just great. It's really
one of my favorites is seeing how the credits at the beginning, which the Duffer brothers,
yeah.
Duffer, because sometimes they direct, sometimes they do the story. And it's always interesting to me to see that. I also am fascinated by series when they keep changing the directors.
Yeah.
I mean, they just
The interesting thing about directors in television, directors in film and movies are artists, and usually directors in television are journeymen. They're just call the shots. The showrunner and the writer are the kind of the main thrust in television. And I have a call from my mother.
Oh, okay.
Talk
amongst myself.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe go to the second Jack Henke. It would be good. Well, that's interesting that they're like journeymen. Well, today, again, the temperature this morning when I went outside was like 18 degrees. So it is still Mr. Bob's weather for jackets, winter jackets, jeans, men's and women's jackets. Please, if you can find it in your closet, please find it in your heart to donate them to Mr. Bob's. Today is Wednesday. Mr. Bob's has a drop off tomorrow evening from 5 to 7 at their headquarters in Grafton. And that's on Dakota Drive in Grafton. So please make it a point to donate. And if you can't make it there, if you have some money you can spare to donate to the cause, Mr. Bob's helps the homeless in Milwaukee. And it's really a great organization. I don't know how many years he's even been doing it. However, really good stuff. The Java House. Woohoo! I am living proof, walking proof that you can either go into Java House and have a fantastic coffee experience. It's a true coffee house, and the coffee is fantastic. You have to watch out for Keith, the dog father, but if you get past him, that's cool. But I bought some beans to grind at home, and because sometimes the emergency calls and you can't get there. And it is a fantastic option. I highly recommend the AeroPress as a way to make your coffee as well. But if you like coffee, they have a lot of organic coffee, organic beans. They also have flavored beans like blueberry, maple, pancake, caramel, cream, butterscotch, toffee, butter pecan, and more. Also, this is the time of year, like kind of the in-between seasons, when a lot of people come down with colds, flu. If you are not feeling 100%, I highly recommend a golden moon milk, which is one of the many concoctions that Lisa and her crew have come up with. It'll cure what ails you. What's the old saying? It ails that'll cure you. Anyway, wonderful stuff. This past Saturday, Mel's was at it. It was Mel's Magical Moments Dinner Dance. Oh, that was 2 Saturdays ago. This past Saturday, they had the Shamrock Shenanigans, and I think the shenanigans were in high gear. From what I saw and what I heard, a great time was had by a great many people. A lot of money raised for Mel's. They had a raffle. They had all kinds of things going on. Ross Mann, the ultimate ambassador for Mel's, did a great job and drew names for winners for things. So all kinds of good stuff happening with Mel's Charities. Really, really an excellent organization. And speaking of which, our buddy AJ, let's bring him in. It's time. AJ, I'm bringing you in just a little bit early because I want to talk to you about next week.
Yes, sir.
Are you there?
What's up?
Are you awake for once?
What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up?
When I call you, you're half asleep half the time.
Sorry, Jack. I'm awake now.
Are you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is your last day before you head to Madison this week, right?
Correct, sir.
And what are you going to be doing in Madison?
For those of you who don't know, I'll be watching the state tournament. I'll be staying with my brother, and it'll be fun.
It'll be big fun. Okay, AJ, did the Badgers win or lose last night?
It won. It actually looked really good.
So is Coach Guard's job safe?
They play Sunday. Ask me Monday.
No. I want to know based on this.
Yeah, I think so. They play
Okay.
Liberty. They play Liberty coming up in the 2-3
Liberty.
in the 2-3 game.
Liberty is usually in the NCAAs. They usually have a pretty good program going.
Yeah, they lost in the Big South Championship game. So.
Okay. All right. Well, next, I was talking about Mel's, and they had the Shamrock Shenanigans. That's why I thought it'd be a good time to bring you in, because you're going to be at, I don't know if I should tell the world, because they might get flooded with your fans. But next Tuesday, you're going to be at Mel's World Headquarters here in Hooterberg, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll be there from 11:45 to 1. I'm going from counseling to Mills, so it may take me a little bit to get there.
Okay.
I'll be there from 11:45 to 1.
Okay, well, I hope you show up because if you're even a minute late, I'm going to start eating your hot fudge sundae that I'm getting you.
Yeah.
You're getting one of the great sundaes from the great places in the world, out and out. Makes them with custard. And do you like anything besides hot fudge on your hot fudge sundae? Are you a nut?
Caramel.
Caramel?
Yeah.
So you want a turtle sundae or a hot fudge sundae?
Hot fudge and caramel.
Hot fudge and caramel. All right. Boy, you are difficult to put up with.
No, I like. There's this. If you've ever been to, for those of you who haven't been to Cops, you know what I'm talking about. There's this caramel hot fudge malt that they have. It's a combo. It's really good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, our bet was for. Although I evened up last night, our bet was for a hot fudge sundae.
Yeah.
So that's what you're getting.
They
can make a caramel. I'm sure they can make the malt if you wanted instead.
It's all good.
Okay. Yeah, out and out. It's like almost across the street from Mel's. It's right there, so it'll be nice and fresh for you.
I'm excited to go to Mel's next week. I get my sweatshirt.
That's right. You're a good man supporting the causes. You told me Mississippi State was going to win yesterday.
Pittsburgh won.
I know. We bet.
By a point.
It doesn't matter.
I know it don't matter. It's a tournament. Of course it don't matter.
Did you watch it?
No. I watched the NIT instead.
Okay. I guess Mississippi State had two really good looks wide open at the end and missed them both.
I watched the first game.
Oh, with God, I couldn't stand it because they kept saying Southeast Missouri. They kept calling SEMO. And I was driving my daughter crazy because every time the announcer would say SEMO, I'd say SEMO. And she said, enough with the SEMO, for God's sake.
No,
so
I just thought SEMO say less. That's all.
AJ. Oh, my gosh. So
they were good. That game was good, too. That was a very even game. Corpus Christi, I'm saying they have a shot against Alabama, but they have two good guards. They're solid. They're a solid basketball team.
Okay, well that's good.
But the game is in Birmingham, so they have no chance.
Have you seen Alabama play this year?
Couple times.
And what do you think?
Are we talking basketball or non-basketball?
Basketball.
No, I mean, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh.
So strictly basketball-wise, they're really good. Brandon Miller, their guard, is really talented.
Mm-hmm.
Nate Oates is a good coach.
Mm-hmm.
They have a lot of depth. They hit the three. Their inside play is pretty good. They're the top team in the SEC, which was one of the best leagues this year.
Mm-hmm.
And the game is in Birmingham, so that should help them.
Oh yeah. Do you have? So you're cool with them being the overall number one seed?
I think they should be rewarded for their season.
So yes is your answer?
Yes, is my answer.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see. Yeah, they've had their issues, as you know, off the court with that whole mess going on. But we'll see. We'll see how they play. The games start tomorrow.
12:15.
12:15.
No, 11:15. Sorry.
That's right. 12:15 Eastern time.
Yes, sir.
Marquette plays, I believe, on Friday at one of those early slots, noon
1:45.
1:45 our time.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. All right.
And
cool.
They play. Watch for the Furman game. For those of you who are watching early tomorrow. Furman plays Virginia, and for you Wisconsin fans, Virginia is coached by Tony Bennett,
mm-hmm.
who is a point guy.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe that Furman may have a chance to win that game, unfortunately.
Okay. Did Tony Bennett, didn't he go to Green Bay or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
He played with that's where the Vanderplas connection comes in. He plays played with a guy named Dean Vanderplas.
Okay.
And Vanderplas' son is now in Virginia.
Okay. Good. And they did well when they had a huge upset. One year they almost beat Michigan State, and then another year they did beat Cal when Jason Kidd was there.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
that was huge. Okay. What? Do you want to talk about Aaron Rodgers or no?
We can.
Okay. The Jets signed Alan Lazard, evidently.
Oh, boo-hoo. Congratulations. You still don't have a quarterback.
Oh, well, it said that I'm reading things that saying he wanted Lazard there. He also wants Mercedes Lewis and Randall Cobb there, and Odell Beckham Jr.
See, the only valuable piece I could see there is Odell Beckham Jr.
I think Mercedes Lewis is a hell of a blocker, man.
I know, but I'm saying, what are you going to get out of Cobby at this point? I love Cobby, but what are you going to get out of him at this point? And Lazard, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money for a guy that's been very average and inconsistent.
He had the best block last year of any wide receiver I've ever seen.
1, 2, 3.
Yep. Against the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did well for himself. I mean, talking about somebody who wasn't highly regarded. I don't think he was even drafted, was he?
He was undrafted. He was on Jacksonville's practice squad.
Yeah, so that's a good story. I mean, now he's making $44 million for 4 or 5 years. That's pretty good change. It's almost AJ money, for God's sakes.
No. I haven't touched his money yet.
Yeah. I guess Pat McAfee is saying there's going to be an announcement on his show today.
Oh, good. I'll have to tune in.
Do you watch Pat McAfee show?
I only watch for Tuesdays.
I have never seen it.
I only watch for Tuesday, and today is Wednesday, so I'm going to watch for today.
Okay.
By the way, if I can real quick, Jack, shout out to John Wilcombe. His book came in the mail today.
Oh, good.
His new book. His new book.
What's the book? What's the name of it, AJ?
No Fear in the Arena.
And what is it? Have you been able to crack into it, see what it's about yet, or anything?
It's about the biography of Travis Diener.
Oh, he liked Travis.
Yeah, it's about his biography of Travis Diener.
Okay.
And I haven't read it yet. I just got it yesterday.
Okay.
So I'll dive into it. It's a hard copy, so it may take me a while to read.
Okay.
But I can get into it and see what it's about.
All right. Oh, because they don't have the audio version yet?
No, he doesn't. It's a brand new book.
Okay. All right. That's good. What else do you want to talk about?
Oh, Bucks game last night.
I thought you might want to go there.
Very entertaining game. Booker is on a different level, man.
Is he?
Yeah, they won, but the Bucks still won. And clinched the playoff spot. First team to clinch the playoff spot.
First team to do so.
Yes, sir.
I saw some highlights. Giannis looked pretty good again.
He had 34, I believe.
I have a feeling 36. Come on, you're slipping.
I was off by 2.
I guess he missed 10 free throws.
Yep, he did. Yep.
So he could have had 46.
Yeah, he could have 46 again.
Man. I have a feeling you've never been a big fan of his, but I think he might turn out to be a pretty good pro.
No, he's a pretty good pro. Are you kidding? That man single-handedly changed one franchise.
Single-handedly?
What? No, I'm not saying single-handedly, but he has a very, very, very big reason why there's a hotel across the street now.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's influenced. He made it a cool place to play.
For those who haven't been there is a hotel across the street. I'm not lying about it.
Yeah, big time. Fancy.
New one.
Have you stayed there?
No.
Okay.
It wasn't open when I worked there.
Okay. So Bucks win. They are the number 1 seed right now.
Right
There's
now.
still, I think there's probably 15 games left or so in the regular season.
13.
13.
Yeah.
Do you see them ending the season as being the number one seed?
Oh, I sure hope so.
But do you think so?
I don't know. If you would have said to me before this West Coast trip, I would have said no. But now I don't know.
Okay. All right. Let's see. And we talked about Bear. Well, not on air, but we talked yesterday. You and I talked about T.J. Edwards signing with the Bears.
The Bears are spending a lot of money, and it's very scary as a Packer fan.
I don't know if it's scary.
But no, they're spending a lot of money on defense, which is good for them.
Yeah.
But shout out to Jack Sanborn and T.J. Edwards. Get your money for the represent the Badgers. So shout out to those two guys.
Yep. God bless them. They both worked hard. They were not. Neither one of them were shoe-in pros. You know.
Neither one of them were.
So that's great. Oh, excuse me. I don't want to be running over my dog. So, did you want to talk, AJ? Do you want to talk any more about the tournament? Are you unveiling who you're picking to win it all? Do you want to do that tomorrow?
Unveiling. I'll unveil right now.
All right. Bring it.
I'm going. I'm not going to be biased. I'm not going to go Marquette because I want to cheer for them and I don't want to be biased. I think I'm going Kansas.
Really? Why?
I think
You shocked me with that one.
I just think Bill Self is a good coach.
Well, he is.
Well, no, but I think there's a lot of instability in this year's tournament in terms of who can come on and play well. I also like. There's a couple of teams I like. I like Texas.
That's why I'm surprised you picked Kansas, because Texas. I know Self wasn't there at the tournament, but they beat them pretty convincingly the time before that too.
Yeah, they did. I like Texas, and that's not me being biased with Tyrese. That's just me being. Rodney Terry has done a really nice job stabilizing the program. And there's a couple teams I like. But I'll pick the NIT as well for those who care. I'm gonna pick Oregon for the NIT.
Well,
they're the one seed in Wisconsin's bracket, and I'm gonna pick Texas for the championship.
Texas.
Yep.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You are a homer.
No.
Yes, you are.
Yes, I am. But here's my reason why. Here's my reasoning.
I'm listening.
Their guard play with Carr, Sir, whatever his name is, Sir, I forget his name.
That's okay. They have
names.
good guards.
They have really good guard play, and that really is your key to success. The analogy is, if you have good guard play in the tournament, it's going to take you very far. I mean, look at the previous winners. They've all had good guard play, and they've had multifaceted guards. They've had good guards, and they've had good guards on both ends of the floor. So
okay.
Yeah.
But what about Marquette? They have really good guards. They have a guard who's up for National Player of the Year.
Yeah, I feel bad. I do feel bad. I kind of feel bad for Kolek because he was named third team All-American when he should have been second and first team. So I feel like there's a chip on his shoulder there.
He's only a sophomore, right?
He's a third-year sophomore.
Third-year sophomore. Okay.
Because of the extra COVID year.
Yep.
But he's really good. And their key to success is going to be Joplin. If Joplin plays really well, they're going to go very far. If he doesn't play really well on both ends of the floor, they're not going to go as far.
what about? I think that also.
Oso's big for them too. He's
Yeah.
got to play. He's got to play big, and he got to play bigger than he is.
Yeah, he's a lanky guy. He's not much weight to him, but boy, he can really handle the ball, and he moves really well.
Yeah, he got to play bigger than he is for sure.
Yeah. What do you think? Like the most impressive big man that I saw throughout the regular season in college basketball was that Adama. I can't think of his last name for Connecticut.
Sanogo, yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
He's dominant.
He is built. I mean,
he has a chance to be a dominant force.
And he shoots really well. He shoots good free throws. And
in the 1-game setting, he can be very, very, very dangerous.
Yeah, those guys, the guys following him are like they're like gnats to him because he's so big and strong.
Yeah, honestly, that's the reason I don't like Purdue to come out of Marquette's region, is because I think a mobile big man could give Zach Edey trouble.
Big time.
A mobile big man, because Zach Edey's not very, no disrespect, but Zach Edey's not very mobile because he's so big. So I think that a mobile big man could give Zach Edey a lot of trouble.
Yeah, Edey looks like he's on stilts. He moves so it's hard. Yeah. Okay. You're picking Connecticut to come out of the region that Marquette's in?
A lot of people like them. They're not in the same region.
Well, but Purdue is.
Yeah.
So you think Purdue and UConn are both going to make it to the Final Four?
No, I said Purdue's not going to make it out of Marquette's region because I said Zach Edey, mobile big man. Mobile big men are going to get Zach.
Okay, I misunderstood you. I thought you were picking. The reason was because you were picking Connecticut over them, but they're not in the same region. Okay, no problem. You're a tough man to follow, AJ. You keep zigging and zagging. I'm doing my best to keep up with you.
I got you. Oh, and before I forget, we got Final Four tomorrow.
I was going to ask you about that. So, in all your travels, and you're going to Madison and going to the high school tournament, are you going to be able to watch that?
I'll catch it on my phone.
Okay.
It doesn't start till 7.
What's your prediction?
This is totally biased. We're going to win the whole thing.
AJ, you'd never disappoint me. I got to give you that.
But I have to be. But for those of you who don't know, and if you're a new listener, you probably don't know, I played at Whitewater. So this is completely a biased opinion.
You were a member of how many national championship teams?
2.
Whoa.
I was 106. We were 106 and 17 in my 4 years.
That's pretty damn good.
Yes.
Why'd you lose 17 games? What happened?
4, 4, and 5. 4, 4, 5, and 4.
What? Okay. 4, 4.
We won 23 games we won 29 games my first year. 29 games 23 games my second year.
Okay.
29 games my third year, and 25 games my fourth year.
Okay. Pretty impressive.
It was fun. We were one of the best point guards in the country, and he was really good. He actually runs his own radio show in Minnesota.
We don't mention anybody else here that has another show. They don't count. So tomorrow, besides your being a homer, what do you like about Whitewater, this team that's playing now?
This team that's playing now, besides being a homer, their big men are really good, and they're playing with a spirit that I've never seen before.
Okay, that's pretty tough.
They're playing together, and they're playing. They've been on the news a few times in Madison for their story. For those of you who don't know the story, Whitewater last July lost their best player to a cardiac arrest event. And they've been playing with a spirit that I've never seen before. It's quite a feat. And if I can, quick Jack, shout out to Coach Miller. He's done a really nice job with the program. Just forget the basketball. side of it, just stabilizing everything, stabilizing the program, involving Derek's mother in the program, involving everyone, just stabilizing the whole program. That could be that could have been it. I mean, it is a tragic event for a
It is.
university, but for them to stabilize like this has been amazing. So and the Barnstable brothers are the key to success. The Barnstable brothers and the Trayvon Chisholm are the key to success. So the big three are a big man and two guards.
Two guards. Guard play is pretty important in the NCAA, no matter what division you're in.
Yeah, this guy's a freshman and he's averaging 29 a game in the tournament. So
that's pretty good.
Yeah. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. I wouldn't, and I'm not putting this on air, but this is between you and me.
Well, this is on air, so if you say it, it's going to be out there.
I know. He's one of the. If you look at him, you remember what Duncan Robinson and Williams' freshman year, or how I told you about Duncan his freshman year at Williams. Mm-hmm. He's kind of like Duncan, except I don't know that he'd be going anywhere because his brother's also at Whitewater.
Oh.
Yeah, so his brother's a sophomore and he's a freshman.
Okay.
They're both on the team. So.
And where are they from, AJ?
They're from Sheboygan.
Sheboygan.
They went to Howard's Grove, or no, he went to Howard's his freshman year, and then he went to Lutheran. Or no, he went to back. I had that backwards. He went to Lutheran his freshman year.
Okay.
Then he went to Howard's.
Okay. And you've said before Howard's Grove is kind of a powerhouse.
In the area, yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes. It will be fun.
And you're never going anywhere if you hang out with Lutherans. So he made the right move, jumping ship. Jumping ship.
I don't know, Jack. They were pretty good. When I was in high school, they were pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. They actually, if I can real quick, they're the reason I had a football team at high school.
Really? Because
we didn't have a big enough team to have our own team. So when I was in high school, we didn't have our own team. We had to co-op with another school. Mm-hmm. So we co-op with Sheboygan Lutheran at Sheboygan Lutheran High School, and we had our team for 4 years. It was good. It was fun.
So you owe the Lutherans.
So I owe them. Yes. Yeah.
That's good. All right. Well, see, you're coming along. I was worried about you. You're kind of usually it's all about me for AJ. It's good that you're giving credit to somebody else.
No, it's never about me.
AJ.
By the way, thanks Mel again for getting me on the show. So thanks to Mel as we progress towards Tuesday.
Yes.
Mel, a quick shout out for getting me involved in the show, and it's been good. So it's been fun.
Cool. Yeah, he's done a lot of good stuff. So AJ.
Yes, sir.
Enough sports. Today have you ever heard of Pears Helene? Like the fruit pear, and it's Pears Helene Day. Have you ever heard of it? I had never heard about it either.
No.
It's the only food day that it is today. It honors the French delicious dessert made up of warm poached pears, vanilla ice cream, and chocolate sauce.
That sounds really good.
It does sound good. Are you a pear guy? Do you like pears?
I do, by themselves.
Yeah, we got to try them with vanilla ice cream and chocolate sauce. Poached pears. Huh. But since you were you played hooky yesterday and weren't on the show, we missed the show yesterday.
I was on the show.
And yesterday we missed two huge food days. Like today they have just Pears Helene Day. But it was a huge food day yesterday. Yesterday was, since it was March 14th, it was National Pie Day. And
of course.
Of course. And what's your, if you could have one slice of pie, what would it be?
I know what this is. French silk.
Is any particular restaurant or place that you get it, or does your mom make it, or how
It's a
your dad make it?
It's a
It's a
fundraiser.
it is.
It's a fundraiser for Rain's horseback riding in the Holstein.
Well, who makes the pie?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
It's very good.
Well, you've never met Russ Meyer. He's a big fan of yours. He watches the show a lot,
Hey,
and
Russ.
his wife makes French silk pie, and he said it's out of this world.
Awesome. Well, we'll have to meet up sometime then.
Yes, I'm sure you will. He's he has been to pie socials. That's how much he likes pie. Sometimes they have ice cream socials. He's been to pie socials, for God's sakes.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is awesome.
I can't imagine a pie social. That's just a lot of pie.
That's a lot of pie. I really like French silk myself. I love coconut cream pie. I have to say that's probably my favorite one.
Coconut or banana?
Coconut.
Coconut.
Banana's good, but coconut cream pie made really well is unbelievable. There is a cafe in Milwaukee called they call it Bayview, south side of Milwaukee. The Honey Pie Cafe. They have the greatest pies there I've ever had, and they have all kinds. And they don't have the same every day. They kind of rotate them, so you kind of have to luck out. And once they sell out of that one for the day, they sell out. So
Yeah.
you got to be on it. Great pies there. Last night.
By the way, my dad grew up in Bayview. For those who don't know.
Really?
Yeah. 6th grade till 6th grade.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't think your dad ever really grew up, but he went to when he was
Grew
a kid.
up.
He was there.
Grew up, matured, same thing.
Okay, yeah. Last night, I said to Margot, my daughter, we finished dinner, and I said, it's National Pie Day. She goes, you didn't tell me. We don't have any pie. So we decided that we made a run to the store and got some blueberry pie. It was pretty damn good.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yep. Also, yesterday, not only was it National Pie Day, yesterday was National Potato Chip Day, for goodness sake.
Oh, sweet. Awesome.
Yeah. Yes.
Now, potato chips or just regular chips?
Potato chips.
Awesome. What flavor?
Any kind. But I think if you could have any flavor of potato chips, what would it be?
Barbecue.
Yeah. What's the matter with you?
It's good.
It's okay. Just plain.
Or
Just
baked.
Go with the original, for God's sakes.
Or baked.
Baked?
Baked Lays.
Baked Lays. Oh, okay. Those are damn good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, AJ, we have our next guest coming in. It's Patty. Do you want to stay on and say hi to her?
I'll stay on and say hi.
All right. Here she comes. She's usually so calm and mellow. I don't know if we can get any energy out of her today. Oh.
Hi, Patty.
Hi, AJ. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm just peachy keen. I'm hoping that it gets to be 40 degrees today. That's what they said.
46.
46. Yes.
Yes.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Patty.
Get rid of some of this white stuff, right?
You bet. You can't be peachy keen. It's National Paris Helene Day.
Is that right?
Yes. Have you ever heard of Paris Helene?
I've never heard of it before.
EJ and I didn't either, but we both give it a thumbs up from the sound of it. It is poached pears with vanilla ice cream and chocolate sauce.
Chocolate makes everything better. So
That's right.
what's wrong with that? I've been sitting here listening to you guys talk. Jeez Louise, AJ, you are super smart with sports. I mean, it's like everything.
My mom,
and you just know it.
My mom says there was a chip planted. My mom says when I lost certain things because of CP that there was a chip planted in my brain when I was 8 years old.
I think so.
A chip? Well, it's National Potato Chip Day yesterday. You mean a potato chip was planted in you?
Right, exactly, Jack. Exactly. my mom says when I was like 6 years old, I knew who won the 1974 Stanley Cup, and she's like, "How do you know this stuff? You're only 6."
Did you tell her because you're a child prodigy?
No, what I did was every morning when I was growing up as a kid, my dad had sports around, and they always had history on, history of sports. So I was always listening, at 6:30 in the morning before I went to school. That's what I did. So
Oh my goodness.
yeah.
No
So
wonder you're so doggone smart, huh?
no, I'm just a guy who likes sports.
You're not just a guy. Yeah. Patty, AJ is going to be at Mel's world headquarters next week, Tuesday at 11:45. If you ever want to stop in and meet AJ in person, he's going to be there from 11:45 to 1 p.m.
Yes, sir.
1 p.m. I gotta write that down because if I don't, I won't remember it.
I'll be at Mel's world headquarters next Tuesday. I gotta pick my sweatshirt, and I gotta hang out with Mel for a little bit because I need to learn a few things. I need to plan for a few events that he's got coming up. So.
Cool. Now, next Tuesday, you said
Yep.
11:45 to what?
1.
All right, I got it written down so I don't forget.
Yeah.
Because if I don't write it down, I forget.
I got you on that. Well, if you want to learn a few things, you better don't hang around with Mel. He doesn't know anything.
Well, he's got the canoe ride coming up. So,
Oh, that's right. Are you going to be at that river run? I think they
yes,
call it.
my aunt wants to stick me in a kayak.
Oh, excellent.
That would be excellent.
Are they going to give you a paddle, or are you just going to shove you down the river and let it go?
No, I'd be in the kayak with them.
Oh,
Not
you cheater.
Yeah.
You know, you probably have a motor on it somewhere hooked up.
Probably.
You got the whole system slick.
Eventually, yeah.
Eventually, yeah.
Aren't kayaks kind of tippy? I mean, don't they? Like,
Yeah. That's why I'm going in with them. That's why I'm not going in by myself.
I got a paddle boat. If you want to use a paddle boat,
Yeah, it would work too.
it's not tippy, and it takes 4 people, so you and 3 of your friends can go down.
That's all. It takes 4. I've never seen a 4-person paddle boat before.
Yep.
I've seen a 2-person or 3-person.
Nope, 4-person. We have a great big pond in our backyard, and so I used to go around and around and around and around in circles.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
The challenge for AJ would be narrowing it down to which 4 friends could come with him, because he has more friends and he's more connected to more people in more places than anybody I've ever met in my entire life.
I'm spaced out, Jack. I'm very spaced out.
You're spaced out, all right.
My attention span goes from one team to another.
Well, stick on Mel's team. You'll be fine.
I'm just multifaceted. That's all I am.
You are multifaceted.
Oh, did you hear what he said?
Mm-hmm.
He's multifaceted. Why? Because love has many facets.
That's a perfect lead-in. Way to go, AJ.
Exactly. You're welcome.
You're welcome. Modest, too. He's very modest. So, Patty, what's going on with you? What do you want to talk about?
Well, a couple of things. First of all, of course, we're still in the voting stages of the Facets jewelry design contest with the Cedarburg High School Art Department.
Well, start at the beginning for people who don't know about that. What's going on? What have you done? What did you do, Patty?
Well, it's not just me, you too. I'm not taking this all alone. See how tall I am? I've got a whole bunch of blankets underneath me so I can be taller.
Back in the old days when they used to have phone books, you could have used those.
Yeah, no, not anymore. I got this blanket and a pillow. Well, okay, so what we have is the Facets Jewelry Design Contest with the Cedarburg High School Art Department students. And what they're doing is they are creating a jewelry design out of sterling. Well, they did it out of wax. We will manufacture it in sterling silver and use a laboratory grown diamond, because each one of the designs will incorporate a laboratory grown diamond. And the theme is nature, loving the planet Earth. And that's where the laboratory grown diamonds come in, because they're a little bit more earth friendly than Mother Nature's. So the students have been designing the ring designs out of wax, and they are on display at the Cedarburg Public Library. I believe 2 weeks ago they had them in the newspaper. Mm-hmm. And I think is Jeff okay, or his mom and dad?
We don't. He had to bug out, so we'll find out.
I think Jeff has some pictures that Deb sent down of the different rings. Maybe you could show him another day when Jeff is back and okay. Mm-hmm. But if you want to vote and see the rings, there's a QR code that is at the library that you can click on, and it'll take you to the area where you vote and where you can also see the rings as well. So, and then I believe, I don't know if Piggly Wiggly has any more bag stuffers left, but I took 2,000 bag stuffers down there, so maybe there's some left. And then I also asked Jackie, I don't know if Jackie got a chance to, I also asked Jackie to drop off a poster at the Java House with the QR code. So those are the different places where you can vote. And if you still can't find the QR code, they can just call me and I will get it to them. So that's that. And oh my God. And the outpouring has been absolutely fabulous. Within a couple of hours of this being announced, we had over 200 people that had already voted. So, I mean, that's for a first time, that is amazing. So, yay, city. Yeah. So
there are a lot of talented kids who are getting a chance to show their talents in a different, it's an art class that our hero, Deb Mortal, up at the high school, the art teacher, has helped work with you to put together. It's a jewelry making class, isn't it, Patty?
Yes, it is.
So it's very cool. So they have an interest in it, and they get what you've talked about, which is so right on. Is there are a lot of booster clubs for sports and for the robotics team and that type of thing. And there are some for the art department. This really helps them even more so because it's a fundraiser for the art department. Because not only does the student get a chance to have a piece of jewelry that they designed, manufactured, but then it goes up for sale, and people who are voting or not, who haven't voted yet, still, even if you missed a chance to vote, you can purchase the winning piece of jewelry, and half of the profits from that, those sales go right back to the high school art department. So that's pretty damn good. That's a great thing. And the winner, the student with the winning design, has earned $500. So that's pretty important. That'll buy a lot of hot fudge sundaes.
That's
right, AJ?
That's a, and that $500 is almost a scholarship for some kids. So
that's right.
It'd be good.
It's particularly for tech school. Another thing that's come to light because of this is the Patty, you've told me about the need for goldsmiths for careers. And tell us, what does a goldsmith do, Patty?
Oh, a goldsmith they can size rings, they set stones, they can create jewelry. If somebody has an idea of what they want to have created, a goldsmith can make that happen. Just anything that you can think of that pertains to jewelry that is in the kind of manufacturer or repair vein, what a goldsmith does. And it's becoming a very lost career. And I don't know if people just don't know about it or what, but there is a desperate need for more goldsmiths. So I'm hoping that this will spur that interest as well.
For all you listening out there, when someone says there's a desperate need for something, that means it's a good thing for you if you become one. You'll be in a good position to bargain your way into a good salary. Patty, what if you wanted to become a goldsmith, you had no training, what do you have to go through to become one?
Well, there's several different ways you can go. There are schools, and hopefully, if our contest goes well and people buy it and we get to give money back to the school, hopefully we can show our results to a goldsmithing school, and they will hopefully then donate a semester or a class for goldsmithing, teaching them how to size or set stones, things like that. So there are schools that will help you learn how to do that. And then there's also people that are in the business already that are goldsmiths that will take sometimes people on as an
apprentice type thing.
Exactly. Yeah. So there's a couple of ways, but usually you start out with goldsmithing school and then work with an apprentice for a while, because it's not an easy job, because you have to understand. I mean, even if you're working with a diamond, as I've told you, even though diamonds are the hardest natural substance known to man, they still do crack, chip, and break. So if a student is not setting a diamond correctly in a mounting, he could crack the stone. So there's a certain amount of risk involved in being but it takes patience. It takes somebody who is slow, methodical, and patient, and detail oriented would be terrific for that job. I would mess it up completely.
have good manual dexterity would be another good thing. But it seems like if you're willing to put in some work, you could really have a successful career if you wanted to go into goldsmith.
Absolutely. When I was down in Tucson at the Tucson Gem and Jewelry Show, I was talking to several different jewelers down there, and every single one of them was like, "Thank you for doing this. Oh my God, the industry needs this. We need more people to be goldsmiths." So I received a lot of thanks and for you, good for doing it. And the gentleman that is doing the manufacturing here in Milwaukee, also so delighted when he heard that we were doing this. He's like, well, if the winning student even wants to come down and what we do here, he said, they're more than welcome to come. So, I mean, so many people are so willing to help any student wants to get into this. So, because it is so needed.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the jewelry design. It's a ring design contest, and it features that one of the key cogs that it has to feature a lab produced diamond,
Right.
and there are 8 finalists that have been chosen. They're on display at the Cedarburg Public Library if you want to take a look at them in person. Sometimes people don't like to look at things online or give them a better feel for it. But there's some pretty cool designs that the students have pulled off. So if you have an interest and you want to help support the arts, please do. Please vote. And then when the opportunity comes to purchase the ring, please do that as well. That'd be very cool.
And keep in mind, these what you're going to see at the library or online are wax carvings of what the ring will look like. Now, I don't know if people understand what talent that even takes. I mean, basically what they get is like a blue wax in the shape of a ring with a block on top of it. And these students have carved away that block to make this design. I mean, it's really incredible. And some of the designs, I'm like, how in the world did they know how to do that? I mean, I would have it just
it's like sculpture within a jewelry design contest
in a very small area as well. So so that is just really remarkable. And so when you see that is the wax model, the ring will be in sterling silver. So yeah, it's very exciting. And there's apparently, according to Deb, there's 2 rings that are really close, neck and neck. So if you have a very strong feeling about one of them, you need to get out and vote because it's getting very, very close.
Can you stuff the ballot box? Can you vote more than once?
Can't actually, because Deb has set it up. God, Deb is so smart. I've learned a lot from her. She's an awesome teacher. But anyway, Deb has made it so only one email it registers. You can only vote from one email. So if you try to vote on your email account again, it won't let you. So you have to find another email to go to vote again.
Good.
And
that's fair.
Exciting news is you and I are going to be interviewed on Friday about the whole doggone thing for Channel 58. Their high school bulletin section or something on Sunday. It'll be shown, I think they said, right?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'll be there. Okay.
Everyone's AJ, you know what's going to happen? We're going to do an interview, and the interview is going to ask a question. Patty's going to answer it, and then like 10 minutes later, when she's still talking, I'll say, "Okay, I think we got that one covered, Patty. Let's go on to the next one." And then we'll go on to the next question, and another 15 minutes will go by, and they'll say, "Jack, do you agree with that?" I'll go, "Yeah." And then they say, "Well, that's all the time we have right now. So thanks very much, because love has many facets. Brilliant, as the Russians would say."
Yeah.
So that's what's going to happen, AJ. That's my prediction.
Well, he better be careful because I might just close my mouth and not say a word.
That's really a concern.
That's a bold strategy, Patty.
AJ.
You apparently read my email that I sent to Emily then, huh?
And, so Patty, we have to ask you, we missed Pie Day yesterday.
Mm.
If you could have one piece of pie, are you a pie fan in general, first of all?
Yeah, sort of.
You shrugged. It's pie.
Well,
Pie is life. What the hell's wrong with you?
I love pecan pie.
Okay, I was going to ask you, what's your favorite kind of pie?
I love chocolate cream pie.
Okay, well, you got to choose one. It's your last.
The fruit pies, not so much, but yeah, pecan and chocolate cream pie are, I would say, my favorite.
You can choose one.
Chocolate cream.
All right. So French silk. You and AJ, the same page.
Yes, exactly.
AJ approves.
By the way, does anyone notice what Bulldog's back says right now?
Yes.
It says Aaron Rodgers back.
And it says underneath New York, USA.
That's funny. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Patty. I know what it said.
Yeah.
There he is.
That's our Bulldog.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, he always says he's not on top of sports, but he really
he's on top of nothing. He is he's like halfway up everything. He is the most stretched and scattered person I've ever met in my entire life. More than you. Yes.
Seriously?
Yes.
I didn't think that was possible.
No, it's possible. He's got it. You'd still be on your third paragraph of something, and he'd be 2 subjects down already because he'd be mega multitasking.
By the way, Jack, I'm not sure. I'll try to be on Friday with the state tournament, but I'll try to be on my dad's computer. But I'm not sure that I'll be on.
Okay, you know the rules. You miss once, you're out.
Yes. I'm aware.
Just remember, AJ, they'd be foolish to let you go.
I'll be live reporting from Madison, though, so I'll be good to go.
He's going to the high school tournament, Patty. He's going to the high school basketball tournament.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yep. So.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yep.
I was not a sports player in high school. I know you find that hard to believe, but
yeah,
that's all right. That's all right.
Can't all be AJ, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
All right. So, Patty and AJ, you've done a good job. Patty, I didn't know if you had anything else you wanted to mention besides the contest that's going on right now.
Well, I was going to talk about some archaeological finds that they found and talk about intaglios, but it takes a little bit longer than what we got going left here today.
Yeah. Yes. We're down to our last minute or so.
Yeah.
So, okay. AJ, do you have any words of wisdom that you'd like to impart to Patty and me and everyone out there before you take off on your 5-week vacation that you're on? Going to go on?
Just for those of you who are going to be smart about your brackets this year, the only thing I'm going to say is, like, I know a lot of people that are in pools and stuff. Just be smart about it and enjoy it. Don't waste it by spending a bunch of money on it. Just enjoy the tournament. And remember, these are 18 to 22-year-old kids. They're not pros. A lot of them won't go pro. In fact, I saw a stat one time: 1% of sports athletes that are in sports go pro in sports. So just enjoy the tournament and enjoy the next few weeks. If you're gonna watch, just enjoy it. And if you don't have a team to fight, just pick one and root for them. So it's not bad.
Well, even if you don't have a team to root for, you start watching a game, and by the end of the game, you're rooting for one of them.
You're locked in, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Only 1% make it to the pros. Wow.
1% of all student athletes.
Wow.
1%.
That's not very good odds, is it?
No, it's not.
The odds are better in the goldsmith industry.
That's true.
Another lucrative career to be had, not necessarily sports.
That's true.
Okay. Well, Patty, you have any words of wisdom for AJ and your legion of fans, your Patty pointers out there?
No, except that, I mean, it may not be football or baseball, but goldsmithing does have a glamorous part to it. You meet all sorts of really fancy schmancy people at like the 24 Karat Club and stuff. So, I mean, we sat next to the Ashers who created the Asher cut.
You could create your own cut, right?
Yeah.
Someday.
Who knows? The sky's the limit.
That's right.
Be inventive.
Be inventive. Work hard, and it's also a good place, goldsmithing, for you to allow your creative juices to flow some. So get after it.
Yep.
You got no excuses. Right, AJ? No excuses.
No excuses. Right?
I don't want to hear that you're at the tournament on Friday and you're not going to show up. There's no excuses for it, right?
I'll be on somewhere.
Don't worry about it. You
remember now I got my phone too, so I can be on. I can be on live from the tournament.
You're dangerous with that phone.
By the way, Nicolay and Pewaukee, first game on Friday.
Okay.
And you're picking Pewaukee. You said it. Not rooting for it necessarily, but you that's who you think will win.
I got to root for the conference, but I think Pewaukee's going to win. Okay.
All right. Any state champions from southeastern Wisconsin coming out of there this weekend?
Whitnall maybe.
Okay. All right. Good enough.
Is Whitnall?
We'll What's that, Patty?
Is Whitnall a high school?
It's in Greenfield.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe they want to do a jewelry design contest.
Maybe.
Yeah.
There you go.
By the way,
sky's the limit.
By the way, talking about creativity, I saw on the news on Spectrum News 1, you talked about robotics earlier. Homestead's robotics team won the state competition.
I don't want to hear about Homestead anymore.
No, but I'm just saying, like, you talked about creativity earlier.
Yeah. Those robotics things, we've been connected a little bit on the periphery with the Cedarburg robotics, and I'm sure Homestead's the same way. Those things, what those kids are doing, that robotic, it is amazing. It really is. It's very cool.
Yeah. So I just wanted to give them a quick shout out on the air.
You are a homer. You are the biggest homer I've ever seen.
We got our banquet next week, and then I'll lose my homership for a little bit. But yeah, I am.
All right, y'all. Have a great week.
All right,
Patty. We'll see you on Friday. Remember, you're doing all the talking. I'm just the eye candy.
Not necessarily. I will ask you questions directly then, Jack.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Can't wait. All right, AJ.
We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, good.
Bye,
all right, thanks, Patty. Take care. Good luck, Bulldog. I think.
Yeah, good luck, Bulldog.
Yep. See y'all.
See you.
Yep, you're good. You just missed everybody. I can't hear you. We're
there we
still
go.
live.
We are still alive. Here, let's take the show off the air. Thanks, everybody. Have a good day. Enjoy.
Well done.